Hi, everybody. It's been a bit. I apologize for last week. It's been a rough one. Um, so I can't explain uh, a week's worth of silence, except by saying, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I have been struggling mentally. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot that I have to try to do, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm so seriously overwhelmed. It's not just a bit too much. It's so much too much. So much too much. I can't do it alone. I'm going to my daughter's, and she's helping me to bring things into perspective. Both my daughters, actually. They're helping me bring things into perspective, because one of my big questions right now is, did I do the right thing? Was the move back here the right move? Everything in van life is harder. That's fine. Everything is harder. No matter what you do, you can't just, it's not an easy thing. It takes probably 2 or 3 steps for every step that a householder does. That's fine. I knew that, and I've been living this life 2 years, so I don't mind that a bit. But then some days it's just so hard. It's just too hard. So, um, 2 days ago, for instance, my house batteries died. I have the heater running, and I was also no, it was just the heater. Anyway, the house batteries died, and that happens, and it's not a inconvenience even. It's just like, oh, okay, go start the car. Once tried to do that, and I can't because I forgot to I have a clip. It's a binder clip right now that attaches my house batteries to my van battery, and I hadn't unclipped it. So all the battery power that I used in my house was also coming from my van, so I couldn't start my van. So there I am with dead batteries in my house, dead batteries in my van. And I do have a backup that I used for my CPAP machine, and it died in the middle of the night. So I don't have that. Plus then, my phone batteries died. I have 2 phones. I have 2 phones because Kudo is a pain in the ass. And they gave me this free phone, which is shit, for things that I like to use. For other things, it's really amazing and it's great. It's a good phone. But also, I can't make phone calls on it, so how good is it as a phone? Anyway, it's great for YouTube. Got a nice picture. See? I'm pretty. So there I am, absolutely no power, and absolutely at the bottom of my day, thinking that life can't get any better. I was overwhelmed. But, also, I had my credit cards taken away from me and bank accounts. So I have one bank card and nothing else. Because I did a consumer proposal because I was a bad girl and I spent money that I shouldn't have on stupid shit that I didn't need. And so I have one card. So I went to the bank. So I went to buy groceries 3 nights ago, and my card wouldn't work. The chip is broken. So I came in and I grabbed my wallet and I went out and I paid for like a portion of the groceries, like a third or whatever. It's all I had in cash. So there I am. No battery, power whatsoever, can't start my vehicle, don't have any money, don't have a dime, and my card won't work. And this was payday. I had money in the bank. Can't get to it. So I called my daughter and I'm like, okay, I'm stuck. Here's all my problems. And so she's like, okay, put your bank card on your phone. I'm like, okay. So I did that. But unfortunately, I wasn't really thinking. So I use RBC. And you know how you take your bank card and then you just put it on your phone? Well, that's what I did. But I don't have this thing at the very bottom. It's a 3-letter code. And because RBC doesn't do that, I couldn't just regularly put it on the phone. So in my state of absolute destitute here, I could not figure it out. So I'm like, it seemed to be working. So I'm like, okay, then that'll be fine. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that I had no gas left in my car, along with dead batteries everywhere you look. So, okay, here's the positives. I deal with Bel Air Direct, and they have a roadside service. So 45 minutes later, I could start my van. And it did, that's all it was. Just 45 minutes later, I could start my van. And then I could drive to the gas station. So I did. And then I went in to pay for my gas, and they said, yeah, sure, no problem, but my card wouldn't work. And I even tried to take the physical card in, thinking maybe because it was a different machine, it might work. It didn't work. So bless the guy at the gas station. He let me send him money, and he paid for my gas. So I drove my house around for a while, because the thing is if you sit and let your engine run, everything will, but it's better if you drive it. If you drive it, things get filled up faster and stuff. So I drove it, and I drove it actually to my bank. And when I couldn't tap my card, I went to my bank and I said, hey, I need a new card. They said, no problem, it's going to come in the mail. I said, oh, great. But at this point, it still worked if I put it in. So I'm like, okay. So, oh, by the way, Canadian mail is not working. They're on strike. So the only way to get anything is mail, right? So I could get my card, and I won't be getting my card anytime soon. So I went in and I said, look, my tap didn't work, so I'm getting a new card. I said, but now my chip doesn't work, so I need something. So what they give you is a card that only works in RBC machines or at an RBC bank. So I'm like, okay, that's fair. I'm just living on cash. So I got all that fixed up, and I got some cash, which is good because I need to get groceries. I only got a few the night before. So now I'm all set. I have gas, I have power, I have groceries. The plug-in from my CPAP machine, if I use my CPAP machine, then it takes longer for me to repower it than it takes to use it. So I'm not sure how this is, but I go visit my daughter every couple of days, so it's not like a big deal. I can go in and plug it in there. It's fine, it's working, and that's what I did last night. I took it yesterday. I took it to my daughter's house and plugged it in, and I left it plugged in most of the day. So I'm really doing well with that now. Now I have power, and I have money, I have cash. We're okay. And still I'm falling apart. Did I do the right thing? coming here, did I? It's so hard. It's so hard going to places that I don't want to be. I don't want to be anywhere near the places that were before. Visiting family is so hard. It's just, it hurts my soul. A friend of mine, who was my best friend before, she needs some help, and I'm going to help her, but then I'm going to tell her that I can't spend any time with her. I didn't come back to be living my life the way it was. Living the life the way it was hurting me. I have to work. I have to live somewhere near where I work. The problem is, I was 50 years old when I left. So that's 50 years of moving jobs and changing jobs and going from here to there and around where I lived. Everywhere here feels like it hurts my soul. It feels like I'm drowning. My daughters have been talking to me, getting me straightened out. I'm still working on it. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. Sorry that I'm talking quietly. It is hard to project your voice when it hurts like that. So, okay, done with this bullshit. 3 amazing things. 1, 500 subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone. That is just so wonderful that you guys care, that I have something worth giving to you, and that means a lot to me, that there is something that I can still give to people. 2 full years of van life. October 31st, 2 full years of van life. And 1 full year on YouTube. So those are really exciting things. They are very exciting things. And I should have told you all of these things last week. Or the week before. But, so, there you go. Those are the exciting things. It's getting colder. It's snowing out there today. First sticky snow of the season. I don't know how long it's going to last. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because it's got to be snow from now until April or May. It's fine. But it always makes me smile, because sitting up here, I'm warm. It's 23 degrees at about this temperature here. Ignore the floppy. Okay. It's 22 degrees about here, because I got a heater just over there. But, not a heater, a thermometer. But also I have a thermometer on the ground. This is my thermometer. It's 8.4 degrees Celsius on my floor. Fridge temperature is 2 to 8 degrees. I love winter. I could just keep stuff on my floor. But this is why I'm sitting up cross-legged on my bed. That's why I always sit cross-legged on my bed. It's just funny. It is, I don't know. It is what it is. It's not enough insulation on the floor. It's not enough insulation on the back door that I'm sure that it's still getting in back there. It doesn't matter. I'm warm enough up here. I am. I'm living it like this. Like, it's fine. Like I say, it's my 3rd winter. Nothing changed. Everything's just fine. It's just so funny. So, sorry about the negative talk, but that's real. It's hard. Life is hard. I'm sure it's hard for you too. But I'm hoping that if you have to listen to my hard, you can look at yours and go, Yeah, that's pretty funny. Good thing it was you, not me. I am extremely blessed because I have all of you who will listen to me. And I have my children and a friend still back in New Brunswick who will absolutely give it to me straight and tell me where I am thinking straight and thinking not straight. And also who I can go to with my problems, and they will help me figure it out without trying to fix it for me. Like to have a, like my daughter said, put your card on your phone. I mean, that's a no-brainer for this generation of tech. That is not a no-brainer for an older woman who started out with just cash. Like, it's not where my brain went. It is where her brain went. And she said, "Did you do this? You know, did you hook up to this? Did you?" The first thing she said was, "That sucks. How you doing?" Like, like, what did I need out of this? Did I need her to help me mentally? Did I need her to help me physically? Did I, like, because if I said, "Hey, I need you to come and help me now," she would have. She would have found a way. But that's not what I want. She knows that's not what I want. I want to do things on my own. But also, I know I don't have all the knowledge that I need. I don't have all the. And sometimes, even if I have the knowledge, I don't have that information at the moment. So I need somebody to say, "Hey, stupid, did you think about this?" The stupid part is me. She'd never call me stupid. Not maybe inside her head, she'd be like, dumb, but anyway. Anyway, it's nice to have somebody who says, "Dumb, didn't you do this?" Like putting my card on my phone. I never even thought about it. I mean, I knew you can do it. Um, but also, I know that RBC doesn't have a wallet. Like TD has a wallet, and you can just hook it up and have it on your phone. But RBC didn't. So at that point, my brain went, "Can't do that." So it was my daughter's brain who said, "Just go get a Google Wallet and fill it and put it in." And I'm like, "Oh." Yeah. So, moral of the story is, you need community. You need community who are there for you, like you guys are, like my daughters are. You need community to tell your stories to. You really do. Not even just have stories told, but to tell your stories. To say, "Hey, I'm in this situation, and if you're anywhere in this situation, there's hope. There. All you have to do is reach out to your friends and family. All you got to do is put your face on Facebook or on YouTube and say, "Hey, do you know how stupid I was?" Because when it comes down to it, that was just not very bright. I let things go without pre-thinking them. And that's the thing with living in a van. You got to pre-think things. You can't just sort of go, and do a thing. You have to make sure that everything's all set up properly. Like, do you have fuel for your fire, your stove? You don't have to think about that in sticks and bricks. So, like, just for instance, do you have fuel? If you have a fuel in your stove, do you have a spare? Because if you don't have a spare, you could run out and then need another spare for the meal that you're cooking. I mean, I talk like that, but do I cook? Hardly ever. Although I made eggs. I do like that egg thing. So, we'll see. Anyway, okay. Maybe I'm done talking now. I want to thank everyone for the 500 subscribers. We're over. It's well over now, and I am just so blessed. I appreciate it. I want to say that I'm so excited that this is 2 years living in a van. And I know I bitched and bitched and bitched. But honestly, I love it. I am glad to be here. And the things I'm questioning are, should I live in a van? Sure. But doesn't everybody question, are they living the way they should? But do I need a bigger house? Do I need a smaller house? That's the same as, should I stay in the van? So it's not like whether you have the money or not is not the issue. The question is, should you stay in a house? Should you get a bigger house? Should you get a smaller house? Is the right neighborhood? What happens if you go abroad? All of these things. That is my, should I stay in a van? And yes, I should stay in a van. My van's got so many problems. And so do I. And I'm still a good person. So, we're good. We're sticking it out for now. And, I do love it. I am sitting here absolutely warm. Snow's coming down onto my windshield. And it's just flaking down. I mean, I'm not a snow person. I'm not. But I'm sitting here warm, feeling so blessed that snow is not making me cold and wet. I'm here and dry. My house, I love it when it rains outside so bad and my house doesn't leak anywhere. I know, right? It's ridiculous. But it makes me so happy. That's my house. It can storm and storm and storm, and I am safe inside. I hope that every one of you feel as happy as I do right this second. Contented, happy, safe. I hope you feel that way. That even though I have a lot of problems right now, mentally, I don't feel unsafe. I don't have to worry about where I'm sleeping. And if I'm safe, because I am. I'm just wondering if this is the best solution for my life. Where I am. Got a lot to think about, but that's okay. I think I'm going to head over to my daughter's right now. Have hot chocolate. I think so. I don't tend to do anything over there, but I think I'm going to have a hot chocolate. And I'm going to sit back and enjoy it. My whole family is sick. Yeah, they had some sort of flu. Or cold or something, probably cold. And Babes is just snotting away. It's just snotting away. Every 2 seconds, she's sneezing out goop. Ugh. But the really nice thing that I did was I could go mother my grandbaby, and my daughter wasn't feeling overwhelmed. I went in and said, okay, if it was me, I would change all these things. And my daughter's like, okay, do that. Wisdom of the ages. I don't expect her to follow everything that I say. There are things that I say and she goes, no. And that's fine. Her baby, her child, her choice. But also I have wisdom and she recognizes that, and I appreciate it. I think this is the 3rd time I'm saying goodbye, so that's it. 3 times the charm. Thank you, everyone, for even getting this far. If you followed us all the way through, I appreciate you very, very much. And I know it's a bit late, but happy Thanksgiving to all my American peoples. And I hope that everyone started their Christmas, holiday, winter celebrations. Because my daughter is doing something entirely different. So, and Christmas is not a big deal for me. I don't care. I really don't even want to do Christmas with the family this year. I don't think I will. My daughters are talking to me about it. There's so much guilt laid on. There's so much trauma from the kid. Saying no to my mom is one of the hardest things that I ever do. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know when it happens, because you guys are the greatest. Thanks. Have a great day.